question comments or Nuno, we can go ahead and put them in the comment section. All right.
I think Nuno's presentation is very detailed.
Yes, your presentation is very
prescriptive.
yes, detailed and descriptive. So we have one person there saying that can he have access to the slides? So with your permission, maybe you can send them over to us and we'll share with everyone so they can have a look at the rest of the slides that we're not able to present today. So thank you once again, Nuno. We appreciate your time. And thank you, Ms. Vita. We appreciate your time. We appreciate Intel. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think we can take we had about 20 minutes, then we can go for
yes.
Lunch, yeah.
So,
Donatus.
All right.
Yes,
so,
I'm here. Mr. Folabi is already in.
You can go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon. My name is Folabi Obembe, and I want to commend Base University for putting this kind of event together, and also like to say thank you for inviting me to be part of it. I'll be talking about, addressing the theme of the conference, which is enhancing institutional research and graduate employability. But I would be coming from a different angle. As a business owner, I started a business at the age of 17 while I was in school. So my presentation would focus more on student, staff, and local employers partnership to decolonize the curriculum so as to enhance graduate employability. In the theme of the conference, there are two important things here. We're talking about enhancing institutional research, and also we're addressing graduate employability. I'm going to separate the two in my presentation. I did send my PowerPoint presentation to the management of the event. I'm not sure if they have it. If you guys can put up my slide.
Yeah, they have it already.
Yes, they sent it. Or if you want me to share my screen, I don't mind as well. If there's an option.
Yes.
Will be much better. Will be much better.
Shall I go ahead and share my screen?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. 1 second. Present entire screen. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as I said, we're talking about the institutional research. Number one, how do we enhance institutional research? And also, the graduate employability issue. Before I do that, I'm going to introduce myself, what we do as a company. As I said, my name is Folabi Obembe. I'm the CEO of Worldview International, which is a company established in 2004. We have offices in 7 countries in the world. And what we basically do is we work with universities to recruit students from different countries in Africa, as well as to market themselves internationally. So as a business, we have 3 arms of our business. We organize events, we do training and consultancy for schools, and also we have technology solutions to help university work more efficiently. But I'm not here to sell myself today, or to sell our company. I'm here to talk about what is very important to me personally. And I know that is also important to students that will be graduating from your university. Um, we talk about student, staff, and local employers partnership to decolonize the curriculum so as to enhance graduate employability. Then my first question is, I listened to Mr. Nemo Martins. It almost talk about everything I want to talk about today. It's talking about the workforce preparation, which is very important. But in my presentation, I'm going to talk about the relevance of educational institution. Curriculum needs to be decolonized as soon as possible, because without that, you cannot enhance graduate employability. I'll give an example. The course of banking and finance you're teaching now is more obsolete because banking has moved from what it was in 10 years ago. In fact, at some point, we're going to see that banking is going to disappear because the more the IT guys come into the scene, they're actually changing the paradigm for the industry. So let's look at what university focus should be in this day and age. Of course, you're preparing graduates for the future, possibly for employment or to become an entrepreneur, because there will not be employability without a business. So whatever the case may be, every university should have a focus to create the new future and the new businesses by embedding entrepreneurship programs into their students, so that when students graduate in the university, they'll be able to create jobs. And for university to be able to do this, university will need to show or to lead by example, because students spend at least 4 years on your campus, studying on your campus for 4 years. Personally, for me, I'm surprised to see that with the level Nigeria is when it comes to industry like music, movie industry, we haven't seen Nigerian university offering music courses. Because when you talk about music in Africa, Nigeria is one of the top. You talk about the movie industry, Nigeria is one of the well-known in Africa. And still, we don't have universities in Nigeria offering those courses. Or perhaps have one of our stars in Nigeria becoming one of their lecturers to teach those courses, because students will be interested in coming to study from those from Nigeria. So what are we talking about in terms of decolonizing curriculum? We need to engage employers. You're preparing a graduate for employability, but university don't actually know what the employers are looking for. On every of your courses, you're meant to have an employers as part of the program development team. When you're developing a program, I'll give you an example, in a banking and finance program, you should have someone from the banking industry to be part of the program development team. Because how would you be able to meet up with the demand if you don't have those that will actually make those demands? So in terms of looking at universities in the future, I'm sure you saw on Twitter made a comment recently. I'm sorry, Elon Musk. That's what's his name? Tesla founder. He made a comment about university. He said, very soon, universities will disappear because students don't learn anything anymore. Why did he say that? It's because universities are still using the same curriculum they used 10 years ago to teach students of today. I want to ask students in the audience today, what are you learning today that is different from what our parents learn in school? I want us to think of that question very well. What has changed in education system? Apart from the fact that now we have a different type of table, we have a good classroom with air condition, but what is the knowledge? What has changed in the knowledge that we're acquiring from the university today? From the picture I managed to get on Google, this was the classroom, maybe in the olden days, right? But now we have a good classroom where we have air conditioning, we have smart boards, but the content of the education hasn't changed. So, enhancing institutional research. Institutional research for me or for this century should focus on more of our community problems, the challenges we're facing within our territory. You have a university that has a department of electrical engineering or have a civil engineering department, and you will look around the community of that university. The same problem that the university is teaching people to go and solve, the university himself, based in that community, have not started addressing that problem. A lot of universities focus on international research. They focus on advanced research rather than focusing on local research. What can solve the immediate problem? Because the immediate problem solution is what will create employment. I'll give you an example. Most of the international brands or organizations that we know today, they were founded on the basis of solving immediate problem. A company like Airbnb, for example. Airbnb was created to solve issues within the United States of America because people move from one state to another to work. If you have a house in New York, you find a job in Texas, the need for you to sell your house is what Airbnb is addressing. You don't have to sell your house. You can rent your house out and find another person that is moving from Texas and stay in his house. But today, that same solution has been shipped to every part of the world. Same thing applies to Uber, transportation, and the likes of boats that we're using now today, especially in Abuja. These apps were developed to solve issues of transportation in the US, because the United States is a very big country. It's a way of saying, if you're going both same direction to work, you can share ride together. That was what these solutions were founded on. And today, it was shipped to the rest of the world. So, the graduates of today are meant to be trained to start looking at their immediate problems and how to solve it. Because this is how to create business companies. These are how to create employability. If there is no job, no amount of skills that you can give the graduates that's going to give them jobs. So, and business is founded on solutions, providing solutions. There's a lot of problems to be solved in Africa when students start looking at the immediate environment. And this starts from the university system itself. When research focus is based on immediate community, immediate problems, this will also be embedded in your students going forward. So, my question is this: who will employ you when there is no new business springing up? I don't know. We have thousands of students graduating every year, but we don't have thousands of business coming up every year. Just to give you a background about myself, more than 10 years experience in working with institutions to develop African market entry strategies. I've worked with so many universities around the world. I help in terms of marketing and promotion of university. We provide statistics on best source program of study by students in Africa. We also provide platform for them to actively recruit foreign students. And also we support institutions looking to design new programs, courses to fit African markets. A lot of universities want to teach computer engineering. A lot of universities want to focus on civil engineering. But have universities started looking at the immediate needs of people in the community and providing programs for such solutions? I'll give you an example. I studied in the US, on University of Washington to be precise, and this university has so many programs, short programs to address different things. Nigeria has a lot of opportunity. I'm talking straight to the graduates. If you have students in the audience today, you need to start looking around your community and start thinking how to provide solution. Because in the course of doing that, you are creating a business that people will pay for. Okay, very quickly, I'm going to brief you about one of our platforms. As I told you, we help universities to market internationally. So we have a platform used by universities to recruit foreign students, and it's called Find Admission. This platform was launched 4 years ago, and the focus is basically to connect students that wants to study in different countries to universities that are looking to recruit foreign students. So through this platform, you can submit application, get admission to universities abroad. I started this while I was in school because I faced one of those challenges when I was looking to study in the university. I visited so many websites, and I realized that bringing all university in one portal where students can search and filter would be a very good idea. Today, as I speak to you, we have over 1.2 million students using this platform. And we have universities from all parts of the world connecting with students on this platform. I want to say this as my last comment. If there is something that we learn during this pandemic, if nothing at all has been learned, at least something I believe that must have been learned is the need for us to change. Because pandemic changed the whole scenario. The whole world was in lockdown. People had to connect with each other one way or the other. Lecturers had to teach remotely. I commend Base University, one of the only universities in Nigeria that did not shut down during COVID. And this was because of technology. And it was because we have people that can think outside the box. I challenge every graduate or every student listening to me today. Your qualification is not what you get from university. It's how you can think. You are learning to think and to see problems that you can solve. Thank you very much for listening to me. I know it's a very short time, but that's all about my presentation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Folabi Obembe. He is the president of Worldview Group U.K. And we appreciate your time, and thank you for this very wonderful presentation. And we look forward to working with you to help some of our students and also to help the institution move further. So moving on, if anyone has any questions, any comments, please you can put them in the comment box. Mr. Folabi or his staff, his colleague will answer to you. So thank you once again. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.